So you'll have to forgive the GoPro footage, but we are off on a break. Now, as I mentioned, or I hope I mentioned earlier, I'm in the process of rapidly kitting out the new prison van. There's been some bumps along the road, but as the project comes together, I'm finding myself with the itch to travel more and more, and the urge to kind of get out there a little bit. And as of today, though, we're going to Wales. I am super excited because, my God, it is beautiful. Wales, and we spent some time in Scotland, but Wales is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, very excited. We're going to be spending some camping, going to be spending the weekend kind of camping during a bit of a meet. I'm hoping to get some filming done. We're going to go for a walk, things like this. Yeah, it's nice to have a break. It's nice to have a break. It's been very kind of full on. The conversion so far is going rather well, but for some hiccups. So if you are interested in checking out the build progress as it's been happening, check out my Instagram. Now, I've been building this van at a top-notch speed. I've had no time to film. It's just been go, go, go. I haven't had time to edit videos. I haven't had time to do anything. So what I have been doing is sharing the progress with my Instagram reel and my Facebook groups and things like that. So find me on Instagram, links below. I'm going to highlight the build process, so even after the stories are dead and gone, you're going to be able to go back and watch the trials and tribulations of the daily life of building this van, if you are so interested. But without much further ado, let's finally get to this camp, shall we? Woo. So, among the many things that video does not do justice is this view. I'm holding this level. It also does not do justice to just how fucking steep this hill is. We are... Come on. All in all, it has to be said, I had a terrific time in Wales. The group that I'd gone with was this like adventure, it's called ASD on Facebook. Just found it randomly, really friendly people, and they're just all about like meeting up and doing random stuff and going for walks and hikes and stuff. So it was really, really good. We saw some cool rainbows, climbed some really steep hills. I mean, beautiful views, vertical fucking cliff. We're literally walking down, I cannot, like, that's level. And we're going down this, it's so much. And of course, one of the biggest rainbows I think I've ever seen in my life. All in all, fantastic trip, we'll go back. Oh, I tell ya, I have had the most amazing weekend. Went to something called a Wild Festival, which was an experience. A good crowd. Like I just rocked up and introduced myself to some random people, plucked up the courage, because you get there and you go, oh, am I going to just be alone and things like this? And well, I'll go say hello to people. And yeah, I got adopted by this group, by this kind of like a explorers group, and yeah, so we just kind of hung out for the weekend. It was great. I didn't even film very much. I intended to, but I was just too busy drinking and chilling and things like that. So anyway, now we are headed on to the people are kind of going to go their separate ways, but instead we decided to head to Stonehenge, and I've never been to Stonehenge, so we are gonna, I'll try and do a little bit of filming to kick off this new episode, and I'll try and do, I'm going to go for a rooftop sunset time lapse, so fingers crossed, see if we manage that. But for now it's going to be sunglasses down, music on, and just enjoy my very first convoy. 6 vans all on the road together, all going to do their thing. So I'll see you guys there. Morning. Oh, good morning. So it is cold as balls today. I'm up early at Stonehenge. We're shooting a time lapse, and I think the sun's behind the clouds, and we gone on missed it. So let's shoot it anyway, and I'll show you the results here, and we'll see if it works. Well, I think we learned some things from that, for sure. Now it's time to look at the aftermath from the drinks and foods from the night before, and pour ourselves a cup of coffee. Yeah, pretty happy with the time lapse. It went pretty well, although we need to learn to not get in and out of the van because it was shaking the footage all over the place. You know, we live and learn. Next one will be better. So we're getting ready to go to Stonehenge. And we're going to take Bonnie. Going to take Bonnie, and of course Stinky, who his mum calls him Stinky so much I've forgotten his actual name. Monty. For a little walk around the stones and explore some of the things. And we're looking at the folklore and superstition map to see what's going on in the UK and plan little trips in future. So all very exciting. Lots of voiceover in this episode, I'm afraid, guys, but we had a good time. This was actually day 2. Day 1 we had gone up to the gift centre, and day 2 we kind of actually walked around the stones themselves. Had like a phone, we could see our vans from the corner. It was actually a really good time sitting there playing around with the dogs and walking up and down. Although it has become a mission of mine now to get in amongst those stones. All right. So I'm not even sure if I'll keep this bit because the wind will probably blow my voice right out. Yeah, all in all, I don't think we could have hoped for much better weather. You know, sun is shining, it's windy but not cold. It's cold. Very cold. But it was worse yesterday when we went out to the visitor centre. And yeah, maybe next time I'll don't think you get to walk amongst the stones though, which is a shame. But, you know, what are you going to do? Apparently something called like Woodhenge nearby. Stone circle, something like that, so go check that out. See what it's about. Right, so not gonna lie, doesn't look quite as impressive as old Stonehenge. It does look a little bit like someone's just chopped a bunch of trees down and grass has grown. But, oh, there's stone. Is that wood or stone? I have no idea. Let's go check it out, shall we? Let's go. But this one, we can walk amongst it, and there isn't like a poor person's gate that you've got to stand the other side of. So, you know, we'll take the wins where we can. So, interesting facts time. We had a good look around these stones, and actually they are stone now, but they've actually replaced what used to be wooden posts. There are actually 6 concentric kind of ovals of standing posts, about 2 miles-ish away from Stonehenge. Absolutely stunning thing. It was discovered by aerial photography, of all things. And they think it might have been some kind of like wooden-based temple and place to leave offerings. Stonehenge itself would appear to be kept fairly clean. There are a couple of burials here. There's a stone cairn here that is actually of a, I think, 2 to 3 year old child. But that aside, I had a great time finding all of these like facts and things like this, taking some pictures with the guys. It was an awesome way to end a terrific weekend. Yeah, had a great time. Oh. And so, after many hours of driving, and if I can hold the camera straight, we have made our way back, away from the wonderful guys at the Wild Camp, the Wild Festival, all the new friends we made, all the new groups I've joined, all the more festivals that I've signed up to through people that I've met this weekend. Oh, I've had a blast. It's been knackering, but I've had a blast. But now, after all of that, we've found ourselves back to Brighton area. So, as you guys are aware, this video is a little bit late. I've been catching you guys up in the last video, and now in this one, I've actually been here for just over a month, pootling around some various places of natural beauty, some lovely park-ups, and this is one of them. One of the many, many beautiful places I've picked up. This was actually one, now, this was actually one that I frequent fairly often, as it is so beautiful, and I get such good signal. So I get to do things here like what I'm doing tonight, like play Dungeons and Dragons with my friends. But I tell you what, as a month and a half I think I've been here, I've never actually climbed to the top of the hill as I'm doing now. It's starting to get cold now the sun's gone in. So what I'm going to do before I leave in this week, I'm going to be doing some work, but I'm also going to be showing you where I've been, giving you some examples of the park-ups, and just, you know, have a bit of a good time, and then we'll get to where we're going next. Got to run back and get the camera off. So, I've been here, as I say, a little while, and I've always wondered, I wonder what's up that hill. Turns out, it's just a big, gorgeous loop. So you kind of get to see everything. You see the windmills behind me, and these stunning views. And it's just a lovely walk. So I've been walking for a little while now, and making my way back to the van. A bit tired for the night. I've been driving for several hours today, so we're going to get off the road. So, apropos of nothing, and a brief break from my trip to Brighton, I came back up to Suffolk to sort out a wee battery problem we were having. And while I was up here, old cousin Darren, hiding behind my van, he said, "You going to get paddleboarding?" Yeah, he's bought his, and I've got mine. I've got a friend. Go check it out. How you feeling after that great success, Darren? Hey! I did it! Ooh, boy! That was good fun. It was good enough fun to make me go ahead and buy my first paddleboard, as we rented one from a friend of Darren's today. He runs a little business doing it. But I tell you what, that was enough fun that I will be doing it again. It was so quite relaxing just to be out on the water and be in no rush to go anywhere, you know? Not that I'm usually in a rush to go places. Van life is a pretty chilled lifestyle, I've found, and I'm enjoying it. But just like being out, I'm not sure how the footage came out on the GoPro. I tried to like just to put it on the paddleboard and like give you guys a look at the scenery and like have a shot of who was going around. Darren did a little bit of filming on his phone, so we'll see how it all turns out. But I did go in and managed to get myself back on the board okay, luckily, thanks to Darren and his wonderful advice. But yeah, I don't know, just getting out. There's something about being out in the water, and if you've never been out in the water, I can't describe it to you. But if you have been out in the water, you know what I mean. Yeah, so would highly recommend. I have my paddleboard now in the post, going up to my old mum's house. So hey, if you're ever around and you see the big old van parked up and you ever want to go out paddleboarding or on the water or anything like that, you let me know. The answer is probably yes. Yeah. But now I'm actually going back to Brighton, and we can actually start doing what I promised you we would do before, which is to tour around some of the spaces that I parked up at, show you, what I've been doing for the past couple of months, basically, away from Suffolk. It's exciting. But for now, I've got a 1 hour, 45-minute drive ahead to get down south, so I'm going to put on some tunes. I'm going to sit back and just have a lovely afternoon's drive. So I'll catch up with you at our first destination. Ready? And now, as we tour around the last couple of stops where we used to park up, Smuggler's Rest, stunning place. I mean, there's a like a pub area that's sort of on the cliff tops there. Beautiful scenery. They didn't mind people parking up, although we do have to be careful about losing places like this. But it was terrific. Like a short walk down the path would get you a very quick and lovely sea view. And I actually didn't realise until I went to go leave that you can walk all the way down there and have some lovely walks along the beaches itself. It wasn't my only park up, I had a few. Another one of my favourites was up at Dykes Hill, which is a little way further away from the shore, but a lovely, lovely place to park up. I had a terrific time in Brighton. And here, ladies and gents, is where we're going to end the episode. That's about it, all I've got for you. And there's new episodes coming every week now, hopefully. So like and subscribe, and I will catch you lovely people next time.